Yes, indeed. I love spending many an hour on the same little fight for years upon years. It's my favorite tradition among these video game streams that I occasionally do. But that's not what we're here to complain about. No, instead, we're here to complain about sand, how it's coarse, it's rough, it gets everywhere, how there's finger freaks out there, and just generally, we got to get our shit together, okay? We're going to play a little bit more Metroid Prime 4. This is the last of the 3 Metroid Prime 4 streams that I suppose that I'm doing. Now, I still yet may stream the rest of this game, even though the rest of January doesn't have any more of these streams on it as of right now. That is just because I didn't know how today's stream was going to go. But I do have one additional thing that I totally forgot was a thing with the Switch 2 that I'd like to be trying. And I don't know if it's going to make a difference, but I have included the, like, the little wrist strap rail thing that you put on it. Which apparently, if I am remembering correctly, there's like these pad things on the bottom of it. I'm looking at it now. And apparently these are supposed to help make it glide a little better. I don't know if I really notice a difference, but I'm going to try it with it on and see if I notice anything and then report back to you at the end of the stream. All right? Yes, let me get that game volume up. This game's got good volume, but it's a little bit of a quieter game. This game has had a phenomenal soundtrack. Well, okay, I don't know about phenomenal, but it has had a soundtrack on par with the other Prime games. Which for me is a really good soundtrack, but I suppose maybe that's not everyone's cup of tea. I don't know. Anyway, so we're still pretty early in this game. As you saw there, it said like, what, 3.5 hours? That can't be accurate. Because that was the length of my first stream of it, wasn't it? I don't know about that. Maybe I was misreading. I don't know. My last play session was like 2 hours, I thought, and then the first one was 3 hours, so it should be about 5. Oh, damn, Viola can't be summoned. I also have an additional thing to potentially try this game with. And that is, I have wrist pain right now. Just carpal tunnel, I don't really know. I work with a lot of heavy objects that I have to lift occasionally at work. And I think I might have just like not sprained, but just like, I guess maybe like pulled a muscle? I don't know. But my wrist kind of hurt. Ah! Samus jump scare. I hate it when that happens. So yeah, welcome in. I think if I do continue to stream this game, I feel more immersed in this game if I'm not trying to worry about doing VTube face stuff. So I'm just not gonna worry about it. Ice belt. Glacier. Anyways, so yeah, I've seen a few more reviews on this game since, well, the last time I played it. The common thing I'm seeing people say, aside from other things I've touched on, but One thing I wanted to specifically note on was how, like, disconnected the world is here. In that everything kind of connects back to the main central hub, but it seems like it doesn't, like, connect back with each other. I don't know if that necessarily makes it a bad game. Okami? I think this is Okami, yeah. I don't remember how to play this, hang on. I wonder if the flame move does any additional... No, that's out. Oh. Instant evaporate. Yeah, actually, it's quite effective. Dog tornado. My favorite of all tornado technologies. But yeah, I guess a lot of people who are reviewing this game are expecting it to be Prime 1. But I'm wondering if these people, like the people that I'm seeing these reviews for, if they also, like, disliked Prime 2 and 3 and only like Prime 1. Because in that regard, I mean, I don't... Maybe there was a little bit of interconnectivity in Prime 2, but 3 was very, very disconnected. Obviously, you had, like, literally different planets that you were going in between. And obviously, I haven't played the whole game yet, so... I would say maybe there's an opportunity for the game to introduce something later where things are disconnected, but... How do I, like... scan here? Am I really just killing things? Is that all I'm doing here? Snow wolf. Carnivorous quadruped living in the frigid regions of Icebelt. A pack hunter that surrounds its prey. Its cold natural habitat makes it ill-suited for warm climates. Okay. I guess this is just like a wave battle type thing. I kind of feel bad for the doggo. Fucking windy. Tell you what. Hi. Honestly, it's kind of impressive that... Oh god. Okay, so now I'm out of... Okay, now it's actually a little overwhelming. Okay, hang on. Oh, Jesus. What do I do here? Give me some more flame ammo. Oh god. That only give me 5? Yeah, maybe I should have saved the flame ammo for later. I didn't realize they were gonna actually be effectively swarming my ass. Okay, I don't like that depleted ammo sound. Ha! I might die here. I might die here, holy shit. Because they'll get your ass from behind you, and you can't really do anything about that. What the fuck do you want with me anyways? I'm in a metal suit! No, this is it. See ya. Maybe scripted death? I don't know. I was gonna say, it did feel like there were like infinite of them. Scripted death feels like a weird thing for a Metroid game, but alright. That's the other thing, though. Is... And I can't blame people for this, because... You know, it is a game called Metroid Prime 4. One where it was announced 8 years ago. And when it was announced, it had been 10 years since the previous Prime game. Now it's since been 18 years. Oh, that's a mighty annoying sound effect. Machine error shipping system. Loads supplies into reinforced capsules and launches them offline. It's just a light. Off-grid LED light guide. Fuses oxygen and hydrogen from the surrounding environment, generating heat, light, and electricity. Door. Can I get a health? Pretty please, can I get a health? Right here. Thank God. Shut the fuck up. Alright, so someone operated the turret and didn't want me quite dead yet, so thanks. I bet it's Silex, he's a little Sasundre. He both does and doesn't want me dead. He just likes playing around, you know? Large elevator for wheeled vehicles. Used to lower vehicles. It has extremely high weight capacity. Currently offline. Wait, can I bring the bike in here? No? Not right now, I can't. Have I even opened the map? Like, where is my objective here? Oh, big mountain. Oh, it's just like super far underground underneath that main area. Okay. As is most things in a Metroid game, I suppose. I don't know if this rail is making any difference. Truth be told, I feel like it worked fine without it before, but it doesn't make it any more or less comfortable. I'll say that. And now I have a wrist strap, so if I drop it, it'll be safe. Conduit access hatch. Used by maintenance tanks. The red light indicates it's offline and locked. Alrighty. Odd maintenance gate. Currently offline. Controlled by the main control terminal. Must be online to unlock. Box. Small laboratory container. God. See, in Prime 1, part of getting the final, like, the Dark Samus cutscene at the end is you have to get every single scan. Like, I'm interested in getting most of the scans, but after a certain point, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to move on, you know? Scanning every little object sounds so fucking tedious. Data terminal. Routes various kinds of data. Currently offline. Accessible once power has been restored to the entire laboratory. How many hours would it add to a playthrough? Especially for like a streaming scenario? If you're gonna actually dedicate yourself to reading it out loud. You know, obviously I can read it a lot faster in my head than I can if I vocalize all the words. Huh?
All clear. I never thought I'd meet the legendary bounty hunter, Samus. In a place like this. Corporal Rieger Tokabi. Fed sniper. Herc Unit Delta.
Who?
It's good to finally cross paths with you. But tell me, where are we? We were deep in gunfire. I lost visuals, then woke with a busted comms unit and a leg to match. Now,
that's what
I tried to access this terminal.
I was gonna say, this guy's animation is significantly worse than Miles was, but no, that's on purpose.
That's it. Then I see this here. What do you make of it?
His voice acting is a little a little for. What do you make of it? Sounds like fucking Duke Nukem. Access code approved. Displaying hologram schematic of the laboratory. Hologram interactivity initialized.
Oh, you were able to
map.
activate this. A map of the facility, but it's corrupted. Ah, you want to go there. In that case, this elevator is the only way down, but the power's offline. One moment.
Yeah, his delivery is quite a bit more flat than Miles.
Back to life. All right, you have the map. I'm no good with this leg, so I'll have to keep an eye on you from here. Luck be with you.
Okay. Map data for this area has been downloaded. Press minus to open the map screen. Okay, so we don't get the full map data, but we're getting most of it. Alright. That's fine. I was gonna say, though, to what extent is taking the helmet off necessary? Like, I'm not saying this as a critical thing. I'm just, like, funny, I guess. But, like, why does he need to, like, show me his face while chatting with me? Like, the helmet works fine. Mechanism. Stowable rotating beam turret. Spherical cannon used for neutralizing wild animals. Uses nuclear fission to generate piercing energy rounds. Fires up to 6,000 rounds per minute. That sounds like a lot of rounds. Galactic Federation sniper Rhaegar Tokabi. An infantryman and former hunter who specializes in long-range precision shooting, armed with KT-6116 short-to-long-range rifle with visor-linked scope. Now say something about yourself. No witty line. Oh, how much restraint did that take? Main control terminal handles executive functions for the lobby and controls power to the pod maintenance gate. It can also provide access to hologram schematic of the facility. My reading is not very on par today, sorry. Transport tube, a network for moving small cargo, currently offline. As if it ever is, but especially not today. Lamont healing pod. Administries intensive care, currently offline. Alright, let me get on that. No?
I'll keep an eye on things from here.
I'm sure you're very helpful for that. Thank you. Thank you. Ow. Wait. Oh, I guess I can go this way to go down? No? Elevator broke. Oh. Wait. How am I getting down again? Oh, wait, maybe he put that online for me. Audible? Yeah, okay, we're good. Excuse me. Oh. Oh my. The sneezer has logged in. Cryopod appears to have been abandoned. Its cooling system lost power and failed. Safety hatch for cryopod transport, designed to open as a pod, passes through. Its metals have deteriorated and begun to warp. A strong shock will destroy it. That's considered a strong shock. On one hand, I'm like, man, they could just, like, with the scan visor, tell me what I need to do. But then I feel like people would complain that that's like too hand-holdy. But wouldn't it make more sense for the scan visor to be the thing that deliberately tells you what to do? Like, you use the scan visor if you're really stumped. You're like, what do I do? Nah, thinking on it. I think it's a better idea for it to not spell it out completely, but just kind of move you in the right direction. I'm being weird. Ignore me. Cryopod, airtight container installed with independent cooling systems for preserving an organism at extremely low temperatures. Can operate on minimal power. Ice. Great. Bug! I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up about the whole low ammo thing. Thanks. I don't like you. Well, I really don't like you. Oh, I haven't scanned health pickups yet? Great. This is exciting. This does kind of remind me a bit of like the, not quite one-to-one, but just like the frigate Orpheon from, Prime 1. Just a little bit. It also had like a big round tube that you would traverse through. Okay, you really don't have to do that sound every time, though. Okay, is there an option for that? Not really. I'm sure that falls under sound effects, but like, I want the other sound effects to still be there. Flight invert? Wait, I'm gonna fly in this? I might have already done that and just forgotten. Gal fed. Are you feeding them gals? Yep, nope. Seems like there is not an option for that. Very cool. Wait, the in-game tutorial system. I feel like it's fine to leave that on. I'm not even noticing them, if I'm going to be real. Subtitle background. Adds a solid black background behind subtitles to increase legibility. That's a good accessibility option. If only they had the accessibility option of not annoy the shit out of the player. Mechanism loading platform. Loads cryopods brought in from outside onto rails for distribution. Oh, right here. Data terminal. Routes various kinds of data. Currently offline. Accessible once power has been restored to the entire laboratory. Guess it's just gonna keep saying that, huh? What in Sam Hill is that? Psychic lock unit. Developed during the psychic era. Blocks passages with a wall of psychic energy. These locks can be released using collected TK codes. TK fire. TK freeze! I know it's PK, but... No. Let me have fun. Lock unit, lasso. Lemorne-made locking system is designed to be pulled off. Imagine pulling that one off, am I right? Floor security terminal. Controls security systems on this floor. Currently offline. A linked activation device is nearby. Shows the locations and current state of security doors on this floor. Currently offline. Accessing encrypted file. Research diary day 1. Endeavor. Oh, hey. My name is Targon. I'm a researcher at this facility. I'm writing this to have a record of my experiments. When the great tragedy occurred. Very Metroid Prime. That happens to all of these fucking aliens. In every one of these games, there's a great cataclysm. There's a fucking meteor that strikes down. There's a fucking plague. Something happens. When the great tragedy occurred, many fled the danger within the research center. However, at the guidance of the priest Chatoya, a few of us stayed in order to perform analysis of and experiments on Griever anatomy. Our hope is to reverse the transformation by administering a solution of processed green energy to subjects brought to the facility. I want to believe we can oh my god, we can succeed. I saw what the word said. I was able to read it before it was, or after it was even on my screen. I just can't talk is the problem. So I woke up a little earlier because I have to end a little earlier today. Will probably amount to being the same length of a regular stream at the end of the day, but I wanted to make sure at least I could do that. Floor security display shows the locations and current state of security doors on the floor. Red indicates a door that is locked while green is unlocked. Floor security terminal, ready for use. Touching the hologram will release all the locked doors. Where?
Samus? You hear me? I patched into the facility speakers. I can use them to communicate.
I love how she didn't respond to him. He just assumed that she can and started talking. What if the answer was no?
Nice. Proceed with caution. You never know what's lurking.
Wow. What am I looking at? Nova DNA sequencer. I have a feeling we're getting the grapple beam soon. DNA sample storage case stores and displays airtight vials containing Nova DNA. Oh god. That fucker from Kirby again? What's he gonna do? Make Gordos? Sorry, by the way, if my commentary isn't as yappy while I stream this game. If I do indeed decide to play this game all the way through on stream. You know, I've streamed Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3 on stream, and I don't quite remember how I handled commentary there, but at least for this one, I'm looking for an immersion playthrough. And so, if I'm a little bit more quiet, please note, that doesn't mean I'm, like, bored, necessarily. I'll let you know if I am, but, it does usually just mean I'm looking to just chill. Yeah. What does it mean? Oh, there it is. Psychic grapple beam. I knew it. Psychic lasso, excuse me. It can't be just the names of your original moves. No, this time they're psychic tipped. While using ZL, aim at that and use L to attach the psychic lasso, then use L to pull. Seems on par with previous grapple beams. But specifically... Wait. L. Oh, press in the L stick. I just instinctively did that Metroid Prime 3 style by physically moving my hand. Like, I didn't listen to the thing about hold down on the L stick. What's wrong with me? And I dare to call myself a gamer? What is that? Well, it's just elevator for ball. A ball-evator, if you will. Tracks used by maintenance tanks equipped with a latch point, allowing them to be pulled down. I guess you have to... Yeah, in order to know that something is, lassoable. Oh, you do have to hold down. Never mind. What? I think I just happened to be holding down and when I was doing the arm thing, but... What was I saying? Fuck. God damn it. Brain sidetrack is real with this game. No idea. Okay, great. I love it when my brain does that. I'm trying to manage too many things at once whenever I play game. I do this a lot when I stream. I'll take more elemental shots. Definitely was running into that issue just a moment ago. Alright. Well, now I can yank. The power of yank is here. At long last. What do we got in here? Research sample FGO4. GE dosage 0.5 GRE. No abnormal cell mutation or multiplication. Research sample containing a TK code. Huh? What? Is this Skyward Sword? It kind of was, yeah. Huh. Why was that in there? FG021, GE dosage 1.9 GRE, no abnormal effects from dosage increase. FG016, 1.2 GRE, cell multiplication is within normal value range. What I got in there? That bitch running at fucking 2p. Look at how fucking aliased it is. I don't know if that's like an intentional effect, or if that's like a... Like, is that just supposed to be... like a screen? Like, why is it like aliased? Task arm for performing internal and external repairs on cryopods, including circuitry replacement and cooling system upkeep. Cryopod under repairs. Cooling device found to be defective. Its circuitry must be replaced. Cryopod repairs and parts replacement complete. Awaiting final check at inspection table. Passing this check will result in redeployment. Other lore. Encrypted file. Research diary day 39. Security. Cryopods containing subjects are arriving at the lab almost daily. The pods put them into cold hibernation and maintain minimal life functions. Operation of the cooling equipment has been deemed absolutely essential. So the system has been designed to continue functioning even if the entire facility were to go into low power mode. Similarly, thorough inspection and repair of cryopods is one of our highest priority tasks. I think I've missed a few of these. Most likely, yes. I mean, I like the lore stuff. Like I said before, it's why I'm not offended by the idea of including additional characters in Metroid. I get it though, for a lot of people. Why, you know, adding like cringy Marvel lines to your otherwise ultra serious game. And I mean, I said it in a previous stream too that like I've never seen Metroid as like this ultra serious franchise, and I still stand by that. But I mean, it is arguably more mature. I mean, just look at it, right? I wouldn't call it like gritty. Like, it's not like bloody all hell and back, right? But very good. I don't think gritty and mature are necessarily the same thing, though, right? What do we got here? Access code approved. Displaying organism laboratory hologram. More map. Map data for this area has been downloaded. Did it just download this floor? I already had that. But there is... I didn't go that way before. Perhaps that is where I need to go. It might have been blocked by a grapple thing, truthfully. Also, hang on. I gotta look around for another one of those psychic codes, right? Displays downloadable hologram of the area. Okay, no, that's just a map room. Very important room to be placed at the end of this hall. Oops. All security doors report signal received. Locks released. We were in there. Hang on, is there another one of them things in there? saying not on a scan, I think we do have to backtrack a bit. Another thing I wanted to touch on regarding the interconnected world thing, though, was like, yeah, like Prime 1 reinvented, well, not Prime 1, excuse me, Prime 2 and Prime 3 really didn't have that interconnected of worlds, Prime 3 especially, but that hasn't been exclusive to just the Prime games. I also remember Fusion, for like 90% of the game, was very disconnected, and it wasn't until like right before the end that you can start taking like air ducts, I guess, between the different regions instead of having to go back to the main floor and then use an elevator. Which, you know, I understand that, but I mean, this really does feel like Metroid Prime to me. And one thing that, and I don't, you know, no one YouTuber's word is gospel or anything like that, right? But one thing that Uncle Al noted in one of his videos, it wasn't in his Metroid Prime review. I didn't actually watch his full review. I instead was listening to his, like, predictions for 2026 videos, and he just started talking about Prime 4, and in it, I believe he mentioned something along the lines of, he mentioned that the world itself felt very disconnected, and there was another thing, and my mind is drawing a blank again. Great, thanks. I was expecting to just go in there and, like, be able to go through that hatch now, and that's not happening. So my brain's like, uh-oh. Autopilot received an order to kill. Where was I going with that train of thought? I'm sorry. I know, that's super frustrating to listen to. Again, I apologize for being so damn tired. Oh, I remember. So he mentioned that he was really expecting Prime 4 to, like, redefine the Prime genre, like, Dread did, I think, is, like, a loose but mostly direct quote from him, right? And that really confused me, because I don't really think that Dread redefined what a 2D Metroid game is. Dread was very solid. I love Dread, you know. I personally place Dread above Super Metroid. I like it that much. I'm still missing one of the things, though. What are we doing here? I can't go that other way. Where the fuck is this thing that I missed? I just personally don't think it's entirely fair. And it's fine to have your own expectations. I'm not like slandering the dude or whatever. That's not what I mean. But I mean, from my perspective, from a game that's just gonna call itself a numbered sequel, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, I'm not gonna expect it to redefine the wheel. Now, if this game was called Metroid Prime Beyond, I would then, I think, probably look at it a little different. And I know that's like a very weird thing, because that ultimately is just a marketing thing at the end of the day, right? Where the fuck? Home slot operation complete. Maintenance lift functional. Open door. This is probably the first time in a Metroid game where you have to like manually open the door with your hand. Oh, this, right. And what does that do for me? But nothing? Oh, wait. That one's green. There it is. Okay. There it is right there. TK code fragment collected. There we go. That admittedly took me too long. Forgot to come back to this room. I guess there's probably one more of these to pull off, right? Yeah. Great. We're down here, so... Alright. I don't know. I would like to reiterate, I think it is entirely fair to want more from this game than what it delivers upon. Come on. But I did the thing. Oh, there's a specific pattern. I wasn't looking on the left. There we go. I thought I just needed to like fill them all in. I'm having some real brain lapses right now.
Whatever you're doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Whatever you're doing is nothing. Get off your ass. I don't care about your hurt foot. Figure it out. It's your problem, not mine. Smaller version of the regular maintenance tank, developed to perform tasks in narrow passages. Dead. He was just a little guy. I don't think I needed to do all that to him, but I wanted to. Oh, another one. Okay, yeah. Security gate malfunctioning. Circuits are torn and it's not receiving any current. The gate material is otherwise indestructible. Lamorne made stretcher. Its two-wheeled sizes reduce resistance, allowing for easy and smooth rotation. I would like to, for the remainder of this game, make a concerted effort to not continue just talking about the game's quality, or at least like reviews and how other people are disappointed by the game. I would like to continue to play through the game at my pace, and is that not ice? Oh, it's not. I'd like to continue playing through it at my pace. And, you know, if I notice things that I dislike or really like about the game, I'd like to bring them up. Absolutely, of course. But for me, I'm only 3 streams into this game, and I'm already starting to feel like maybe the constant, not like bickering, but just like, and it's not even like grifting either that people are doing. Like, I do think that this game is divisive for pretty valid reasons, as I've said before too. I don't know. I'm enjoying it mostly, and I feel like by constantly talking about how other people feel about the game and how I'm like, well, no, you're wrong for this. I feel like I'm like bootlicking the game almost, and I don't think it needs that either. I don't think this is a 10 out of 10. And if I do decide to stream the rest of it, you know, obviously I won't be continuing that until February after this stream. But even still, you know, I don't think the game's a 10 out of 10. It doesn't need to be though for me. Part of the cryopod rail system, Column secures and releases pods for distribution, is linked to the loading platform. But I do think that this game is a little overhated. Like, I totally get it if people weren't into it, but I guess maybe the thing that I'm harping on or trying to get at is the Uncle Al video was one thing, I guess, but I'm seeing a lot of people like consider this game like a failure. And I think that that's just a little extreme from my perspective. But, you know, once again, how many times do I have to say that in different ways before I get the point across that, like, yeah, I think it's a good game with some flaws, you know? But I mean, so is like 90% of every game ever. I mean, 100% of every game ever. Just sometimes they're more glaring than other games, sure, but I really do think if this game didn't have the 8-year announcement to release hype, we'd be having a very different conversation right now. Research Diary Day 205, limit. Data downloaded to logbook. Since the lab experiments began, several subjects have been brought in each day. The lab is close to capacity and, tragically, countless brethren have lost their lives while securing these subjects. I think we should stop gathering subjects, if only because of our restoration experiments have thus far been unsuccessful. How many of these cryopods all over the place? And they all have like different scans too. Pod storage crane. Bulk cryopod storage. All pods functioning normally while in low power mode. Ice that has thickened over time. It can be melted using high temperature tools. Laboratory heavy door. Storage bay cryopod terminal. That one's online. Hey. Stop it. Bitch. Did it, like, just, like, die to being stuck in something there? Wakey, wakey. Reaver specimen. Completely frozen due to the drop in the laboratory's temperature. No life signs detected. What is that sound? Is it coming from this thing? The fuck? Are we sure there's no life signs detected? Dude's fucking rocking out over here. Oh my. Battery depletion ultimately led to specimen's death. It is frozen completely. And they're making funny noises. This one's gonna be alive, watch. Reverse specimen containing a TK code. Oh. No, why did he have that? Teardrop will be lost like tears in rain. Now, this part of the game is pretty fun, actually. It reminds me a bit of the Prime 1 like research facility. Ironically, also in the Finjana Drifts, like the snow area. What is it with putting like Arctic research bases, huh? There's a common thread in the Prime developers' minds that's like, we do secret research in Antarctica or something. Get that huff huff with the puff puff. Ooh, oh yeah. Good shit. Yeah, they making some weird noises. Is it the pods? Or is it the fellas that's making the noises? Probably the pods. The fellas are all supposed to be dead. At first I thought it was like the music for the area, but I don't believe that to be true, actually. What else are we doing here? That's kind of it for now. In there anyways. Yeah, no, this area is pretty expansive. If I can have a little bit of a hot take, actually, when it comes to the interconnected world stuff, conceptually anyways. Again, we'll see again when it comes to execution. And I promise, this isn't me talking about other people. This is just idea thought, right? When it comes to the interconnected world stuff, I think, for me, I kind of prefer not doing the Prime 1 thing. Like, I like backtracking, I don't I don't mind it so much in a Metroid game, right? Because you go back to a previous area, you have new abilities, now you can do new things there, that's cool and all. And maybe that still exists in this to a certain extent for, you know, getting power-ups and, like, missile expansions. I'm not sure yet. But as for, like, just your main, like, venture through an area, having it so that way you do it all in, like, one fell swoop, I prefer that, actually. Instead of having to leave, come back. Prime 1, you go, like, all over the place and never stay in one spot for very long, and it's just kind of cryptic to figure out at first, and also kind of annoying, but it is what it is. I mean, it's more fun on repeat playthroughs, I think, after you actually already know what you're doing. But I digress. We may have had a breakthrough today. Until now, we presumed that the physical transformation was triggered by something in the crystals, causing compositional change in the GE, which would, in turn, cause an abnormality in gene transcription. Yet, that is not the case. In actuality, the unused region of the brain linked with the crystals is stimulated and, as a result, genes that would normally have stayed pseudogenes were transcribed. Now, I wonder, are we unlocking a blocked evolutionary branch? This would mean the great tragedy was merely one possible evolution of the potential future. So with that in mind, what would happen if, when administrating GE, we disabled those genes at the moment that the rapid cellular proliferation was triggered? Proliferation. What? There should be some efficient value in attempting this to justify altering the Balsale system's programming. Used for extracting DNA. Unused DNA sample. Lamorne-made stretcher. Specimen thawing station quickly, safely resuscitates frozen specimens without returning them to consciousness. I knew that word. I had to think about it for a second, but I knew that word. I didn't struggle with it. I might have gotten up to a 3rd grade level at this point with my reading. We'll see. Very good. I like getting missile expansion. It's just a happy little ball bouncing around and shit. The fuck is that? Balsale system, primarily used to perform experimental autopsies. Online. Activation will set it to operational mode. Okay, let me get in there. Autopsy me. Lamorne-made operating table. Uses a gravity tuning device inside the padding to stabilize specimens without the need for restraints. Storage shelter. It appears to have stopped mid-activation. Lamorne-made stretcher. It has 2 wheel sizes. Reduce resistance, allowing for easy and smooth rotation. Currently configured to function as an operating table. There's gonna be like an escape sequence from this area, I'm betting. Based on all of these, like, rails and shit that seem to be going, like, random places. I think so. When I'm all done here, I'm gonna have to flee the facility. Or that, or just, like, some doors are gonna become locked. Like, the power's gonna get weird. Access code approved. Autopsy systems activated. Storage mode disabled. Operating mode initialized. What the hell? Active Balsale system containing a TK code. Okay. This seems very arbitrary where you get these from sometimes. It's just like, okay, you got to the end of this room and you activated a thing. Here you go. Balsale. I don't know. But fuck it. It's ultra high performance multiprocessor and 145 installed surgical tools accommodate many types of complex surgery, not just autopsies. Hang on. How do I... Let me... I'm gonna Google this one. B-A-L-S-A-L-L-A-E. Okay, well... Interestingly, I typed that into Google, and it actually knew that I was talking about Metroid Prime 4. And, okay. So this is a made-up word for this game. Okay. I feel a little less bad. Only a little, though. Recording camera drone. Developed to automatically record video. Oh god. Did any, Lemorn use those and, sell them on their Only Lemons? While they were doing nefarious DNA samples? Spilling DNA, if you will. Research diary, day 81, awakening. Data downloaded to logbook. Research sample, storage capsule. Liquid appears to be a sedative variant. Sorry, I was thinking about the Only Lemons again, and I almost said seductive. Spilling DNA. Data terminal, offline. Okay. Roar. Recovery pod A2CPG-B18. Pod glass destroyed. Cell structure and preservation liquid has leaked. Life signs of the specimen griever have ceased. Used to place specimens in stasis and heal damage to their internal organs. Griever enclosed after an experimental Lemorn restoration procedure. So the Lemorn, I guess, had like some weird genetic awakening. Maybe not too dissimilar to the event from Xenoblade 1. That caused them to go berserk, I guess, is what I'm picking up here. Specimen Griever's metabolism currently at minimum. Some of these are still alive, technically speaking. Yeah, this one is alive and preserved. All readings from Specimen Griever read normal. These guys are gonna break out and then I'm gonna have to attack them. No life signs detected. Cryopod cell culture and preservation liquid have leaked. Analysis implies extended neglect led to the specimen's death. I know a thing or three about extended neglect. That's those things that are making that sound. What? I hope you like the sound of the scan visor in this game, by the way. Because you're gonna be hearing it for 80% of this playthrough, as far as I'm concerned. Because I'm the scan bitch. Well, that time, yeah. Monitor and standby while low power mode is active. Recovery pod management terminal tracks the state-contained specimen and sends data to a remote database. Operates normally in low power mode. Analysis. We are monitoring subjects who have had GE administered here. Regardless of GE concentration, there do not appear to be any significant differences. We see regenerations without an apparent mutation to alter the cells. Furthermore, no matter how deep our analysis, we have yet to see any apparent chromosome abnormalities. It is almost as if they are natural creatures. Put another way, if we were to judge based on DNA, there are no significant differences between them and us. What is going on? Maybe they were... Maybe it is closer to what I was saying with, like, the Xenoblade thing. Where it's like a direct exposure to something that caused this. I guess you have a thing on it arbitrarily. Yes. Alright. I think that was a Kirby Air Riders machine. Oh, music. I really want to know what's going on in these hatches here, but... really expecting them to spring to life as I walk back through this hall. Guess not. Know what? We got 3 out of the 4 of them. There's another door that way. Probably save room based on the shape of the room. Oh. The bug evaporated from me touching it. Test capsule with temperature control function. Contained samples of a poisonous liquid. Liquid! I want to get in there. Probably won't be able to open these doors till we restore the power though, right? Oh hey, another lore thing. Accessing encrypted file, research diary day 57, anxiety. Green energy dosage. Results show no significant benefits at this time. Essentially, a rapid increase in cellular proliferation speed and doubling of the number of cells increases growth and affects vitality. But why has this vector taken such an abnormal turn? And what can be done to shift it back to its original direction? Our time is limited, and I'm worried about our remaining stockpiles. Yeah, this is just a save room. I figured as much. Based on the shape of the room and just like its location, yeah, it makes sense to me. Okay, so I need to find one more thing in order to move on. You notice I keep pressing the viola button whenever I'm trying to open my map. What did this say? The circuits are torn and it's not receiving any current. The gate material is otherwise indestructible. Okay, so yeah. Circuits are torn. I was just assuming once the power comes on, these doors will open. I will get you. I will find a way. You have my word. Okay. Just run through here again real quick, see if there's anything I didn't scan. Oh, hey, another lore. Attempt! We were so close, it seemed like we had succeeded in disabling the problematic genes and also resetting the cells, causing rapid proliferation process to replicate normal genetic information and restore their state. However, for some reason, we were unable to stabilize it. The subjects reverted. Right now, I want to check over the genetic analysis to see if there's any problems in our process. I do not want this setback to have been for nothing. Battery depletion led to specimen's death. The drop in room temperature caused it to freeze afterward. I'm not really seeing I'm not really sure where the fuck else I can go right now. To me, if the game is able to do that, though, that is a good thing. Whoa. I noticed that there were a few of them, but oh my. No, you guys still rocking out in here? Excuse me while I analyze around. Huh? Maintenance lift currently offline. Nope, we're going down there. That will be for later. Maybe. Just gotta scan around. I mean, typically the way it's been working is you just need to do a very specific thing in a room, and then that will unlock the thing for you to do. We did this. Yeah. It's not a window, is it? That's a wall. And the sweat drips down the morph ball. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not. I shouldn't apologize for things I'm not actually sorry about. I feel like I've been pretty thorough. I don't know. What am I missing? He's still in here rocking out too. Very good. He's so talented. I mean, this is the end of this hall over here, yeah. Nothing else to scan here either. But then what the fuck? I want to figure it out without using a guide. I don't remember if I used guides previously in other Metroid Prime games. I'm gonna assume I probably did, because there's probably inevitably one part I got stuck at. But I just want to see. Something tells me it's gonna be. It's gonna be in like one of these rooms over here. I don't know. This just seemed suspicious in order to lead to nothing. Really is nothing over here. Oh my god, it was literally right there. I scanned the ones next to it, and not the specific one. Yeah. Alright, fine. Alright, we're good now. I got them TK codes. Telekinesis codes. What? The fuck? Oh. Sorry, bug. Thought you were light. Anyways, I will now absorb your ball energy. Absolutely fucking delicious. More lore, more lore. Resignation. I'm sorry to announce, I am quitting effective now. Our resources are running very low and we are almost out of chemicals needed for research and experiments. At the same time, progress remains at a standstill. Naturally, there is a rising sense of panic and resignation. We cannot hope for more chemicals to arrive, and if we use up what we have before the experiment succeeds... No, even if it does succeed, and with what we have left, we are losing researchers. Everyone is likely thinking the same thing. That's... hang on. These are all of the data terminal logs? I guess I missed one earlier, but like... This isn't the whole game, is it? Like, they're all just in this one area? Huh.
Samus, looks like you made it
Oh my
through
god, I
another
forgot
floor.
about this guy.
You're getting close to the generator.
Thanks. Probably could have figured that out on my own without your input, but... Oh god, I fucking mic just fell on my head again. This happens sometimes. Ow. Give me a second. Fuck. This happens every like few months or so. Just it'll like, I don't even know what happens, but just like the boom arm gets loose and then it just falls off the table. Gotta remember to just like routinely tighten it or something. Anyways, what do we got going on out here? Lightweight vertical wind turbines made to withstand the valley's severe winds. When the facility is in low power mode, wind power fulfills all energy needs. That E-tank way out there? I want that. That looks scrumptious. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to scan those things. They kind of come down too fast. This is cool. Wait. Got it. Blue Karuk. Chiroptera variant that flies through using their patagium wings. The leader guides their colony by emitting sound waves from their antennae. Cargo gondola lift used for transporting cargo and research staff over to the valleys below. Reinforced cables proof it against strong winds, currently offline. I guess if I want that E-tank, I can go fuck myself. Or can I? Maybe I'm incapable of doing that. Well, I think this is a trailer shot. Oh! And so Samus Aran met her demise. She slipped and fell. Oof, ouchie. Ooh, gonna walk at like an angle. I want you! Oh, the wind like comes and goes, I see. What is that? Psychic grapple point. Connection point for psychic grapple. Swinging back and forth on it can generate momentum for point-to-point traversal. Wait, is the lasso not the same as the grapple beam? I can't do this yet. Oh. But I want that. I deserve that. Damn, Samus. You cracked this whole fucking mountain. Hold on, I can't, like... Nope. I tried pressing in the stick, seeing if that was a way to do it. I guess I get it later. Alright. Uh-oh. The wind blows hard right now. Anchor chain joiner. Connecting the wind turbine to the rock wall is damaged. A strong shock will break it. Is that really what I wanted to do? Ooh. Yeah, we're not going back down there. Samus is like, well, shit. I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it. No, we're gonna get the power back on and then we'll be able to go back up. Ow! 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 Empty. Records. There's little more we can do. Every experiment has ended in failure, and the results remain unchanged. If we put the facility in a low power mode, it should remain intact for as long as there are maintenance tanks to look after it. We can leave behind our records, but will anyone ever see them? And if so, will they succeed where we could not? No, this is not the time for doubt. We must do everything we can. Got our link to bomb slot. Activating the bomb slot will unlock the shutter. Bomb slot releases the link shutter, currently offline. Wow. Who could have thunk it? Shit's offline when the place doesn't have power. Because I don't really need to like switch it back to missiles in this game. Do I? Like, unless I'm deliberately trying to use missiles over flame, but right now I have more flame than I do missiles, and missiles are more, flame is more effective here, so I just kind of instinctively switch back to missiles because I find like Prime 2 or maybe it was 3 where like the elemental ammo was like it was a very precious commodity. Like you couldn't get it so easily, I felt. Data Archive Cluster 02, captured specimen identification and medical records. Cluster 01, cryogenic and bioform studies, containment unit research and development. 05, video log backups, experiment and treatment. Treatment examination, Saros 001-43, Y 460 412, okay. Coordinates. Cluster 04, psychic experimentation and genetic transformation research and development. Bomb slot, offline. Data terminal, offline. Contains data on past laboratory experimentation and research bioforms. Offline. Offline. Alright. It's gonna be another save room. Yeah. Still got time. We'll keep going for a bit. Probably another 40 minutes or so. More lore! Accessing encrypted file. Query. We have finally reached the end of our resources. Tomorrow we will abandon this lab and, at Chatoya's instruction, move to Chrono Tower built in Soul Valley. We will not be able to save our brethren. Why could we not find a way to stabilize the Griever cells when they reverted to their Lemorn counterparts? What did we miss? I will ponder this for the rest of my life. Luckily for him, the rest of his life is like 6 days later. So, we didn't have to ponder for long. I say luckily because pondering hurts. Thinking and all that shit. Ow, ow, ow. Yes, our goal in life is to fly directly into our prey and explode on contact. That'll show them. Survival of the fittest, I guess. Survival of the fit. This pizza in my mouth. God damn it, I'm hungry. Whoa. Generator maintenance slot used by maintenance tanks for turbine upkeep. Each turbine has its own dedicated slot. Lemorn-made magnetic turbine. Spins using a magnetic field, Jesus, created and sustained by the main generator. This generates enough electricity for the entire laboratory. What's this? Oh. That's what I scanned earlier. Why, like, only some of these? Whatever. What's that? Slot connector. Links the generator startup device to the bomb slot used for its activation. Can extend by pulling. Okay, great. Mobile ramp terminal currently offline. Starting the main generator will bring it online. Mobile ramp. The hatch can be activated from the link terminal, granting access at a lower level. Bomb slot encased in ice. The generator startup device is activated by attaching it to a slot connector. Okay, what is this? What is that? Fucking spider ball? Psychic ball track, only usable by one who has the psychic spider ball. Once materialized, they can be traveled by adhering to them in ball form and rotating in the desired direction. What is that up there? Large shot expansion. Oh. Psychic tether node. Tether node placed using psychic energy. Once materialized, the morph ball can connect to and hang from it. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I guess I'll have to remember that that thing is there if I really want that missile expansion. Which this won't be 100% playthrough. So I don't know if I necessarily need that, but prayer. Just now the main generator has stopped. This means that the boiler we use for heat will also stop, and the temperature will drop, and I expect the facility will be frozen solid. The area will switch to low power mode, which uses wind energy. This should be enough to maintain operation in the cryopods, in which our brethren sleep. I believe we have done everything we could here, but ultimately we could not save our kind. I am overwhelmed with helplessness. I trust the words of Chatoya that someday our savior will appear. All I can do right now is pray. I am Targon, and I am utterly defeated. Yeah, I seem to have missed one at the beginning of this place. Try to hit that up. Let's look around and scan on my way out. Turbine hologram display shows the current state at which the main generator turbine appears. All system appear normal. Main generator startup device. Allow me. Generator maintenance lot. Fan malfunctioning due to an extended disuse. Strong burst of energy to the center will force its activation. Are you dead? Oh, okay, I get it now. Haven't used this in a bit. I like this. This is cool. Even if it is like a little basic, like conceptually, it's kind of cool. We haven't had any like guided missiles in Metroid before. That was bright as hell. It sounds like boss music. Am I about to fight it?
Hey, you've got the power back on. Rendezvous up top and we'll talk next steps.
God, that is like incredibly bright. Do we really need to rendezvous back up top? What if I just continue going forward down? I want that. Security gate. Held by a clamp that can be removed only from one side. Pulling the clamp will unlock the gate. There we go. Yes, more energy. It had actually been quite a while since I got one of those, so I think the amount of energy tanks that they give you like early on, they give you a few to like pretty quickly. I was starting to get nervous. I was like, oh god, are these gonna be like everywhere? They're not too frequent, actually. There's a possibility that I might have missed one, but even still. This place is like an entirely different place now. And now I can get more lore! Controller terminal online. However, the device it controls is frozen and still cannot be operated. God damn it. Oh, now's when I'm gonna run through the area before. And it's going to wake up the fellas, isn't it? Barston! Barston! The melting water, the melting ice, I guess, is a good little detail. I like that visually. I have like a exclamation point in my corner. Oh, it's gone now, but I was wondering what that was all about. Electric lock. Okay, I can't do anything about that. Okay, so I still can't do anything about those hatches. Something tells me homeboy up top's gonna unlock it for me. Bomb slot. Or I'll do it right here. Okay. Yo, what's up, dude? We Skyping? Oh, this is... Ash. That's why that one camera was on the ground. Chatoya. Chatoya. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Okay, so wait, hang on. There is two ways we can go about this. And by two, I mean one, because that's a dead end. Okay. Cool. It looks cool. Probably still can't get that E-Tank out there. I don't have grapple power. They won't give me the power. I need it, and they won't give it. What the fuck? Hey. No head explode. Terminal online and functional, however, the link device is frozen and malfunction. The activation hologram will not display. No lore for you. Shutter terminal online and operation, however, the circuitry connected to the shutters has been damaged by the deep freeze, rendering the controls ineffective. Samus, do you know how to solder? We're gonna need you to solder in order to get through this game.
What the? Something triggered the alarm. I can't override security.
You sound so confused. Something triggered the alarm. I can't override security. Full power restored to the laboratory. Door sensor online and awaiting beam activation. Door sealed with an emergency security shutter. The shutter will release once the emergency has been resolved. I guess I'll fix it myself. Probably. Maybe.
I'm not sure what's happening. This whole facility just went into lockdown.
I'm not sure your voice actor knows what's happening either. Yeah, I saw that coming. So these are formerly Lemorne that have become mutated, I suppose. Unfortunate. You guys are dead though, right? Oh, I can probably get the missile expansion now, too. Not sure if flames is really effective here or not. Whoa! You can fucking punch the missile away? What the hell? Yeah, but you can't punch flames away. Alright, maybe flames are effective after all. Light his ass up. That is still locked. Okay. Guess I'm not getting that missile expansion, am I? Yeah, it's fine. Ow. Here. Here. Oh. Oh. Ouch. No spider ball.
I'm picking up a lot of activity. What's happening down there?
He's just so casual, dude. Oh, man. They must have not had an English voice director, I'm assuming, for him. Seriously, like, what was his direction? Like, is it like the director was like telling him to like do like a very specific personality or what? I'm really just trying to figure out what the fuck went wrong with this dude's performance, because Miles is great and is like, he's not, in my opinion anyways, Miles's voice direction is like very like appropriate. He's not overly animated, but he's enthusiastic at like just the right appropriate levels for the situation he's in. Whereas this dude is just casual. He's just like, what's going on down there? I mean, I guess, like, I was almost called her Metroid again. Yeah, Metroid wasn't responding to him, so as far as he knows, everything's still chill, right? Recovery pod management terminal monitors the state of the contained specimen and forwards the data to the remote database, currently operating in full power mode. All life signs have ceased. No data from body temperature, pulse, breathing, or blood pressure. I'm about to walk through that hall. Yep. Oh, they've already broken out. Okay. Yeah, you're spilling the shit all over the place, bro. You're not supposed to do that, you know. You're going to jail. Death jail. Cryopod tracking terminal monitors the specimen inside the socketed pods. Last use unknown. Cryopod running on normal power. The rapid increase in room temperature has caused the pod to malfunction, and its internal temperature is rising. Destroyed cryopod. The hatch has been forced open from the inside. Security shutter damaged. It appears to have been torn off using enough physical force to break it entirely. I didn't realize, yeah. They don't give a shit about the lockdown. Excuse me. Pardon me, sir. Oh, isn't the music? It's never gloomy. Data Terminal A monitors the recovery room. No data retrieved. Data Terminal B used for communicating with the surgery room. Last use unknown. Data Terminal C manages cryopods in the storage room. Samus is ballin'. Ammo. Light maintenance tank inactive. A powerful impact has damaged its internal circuitry. Reboot impossible. Security shutter destroyed. Debris blocking the door sensor. A strong impact will remove the debris. Now give me that. There we go. That's what I needed. Thank you. Hey, buddy. You like fire? I know you've been cold for a while, but what if we evaporate you with fire? Yes. Very good, yes. I'm working on it, bitch. Calm down, dude. Stock management data terminal manages inventory for materials and equipment kept beyond the security gate. Inventory data lost. I'm in your walls. Alien morphology, Frostburn Griever. Griever variant awakened from cryopreservation. The preservation liquid has resulted in a loss of pigmentation, though their aggressive nature remains. Oh, good for them! Oh, it makes me so happy for them! Wait, that one's a different one. Never mind, that one's not. He's just prone to vomiting. Piss off. Hey. What a shot. He did like a basketball hop. The Morn-made stretcher frame has warped its fall, wheel rotation unaffected. It will function properly if its safety switch is disabled. Oh, this is the room from before. Okay. This one was a save room, right? It's probably in my best interest to always just save as much as I can. Never know when a bullshit segment will come up. Sorry guys, I know you just wanted to be alive. But you want me to not be alive, so I'm better than you. That is my logic here.
Samus, I got red dots on my rear.
Fucking respond to him, bitch. Like, sorry, I know Metroid fans are like, they're weird if Samus talks because of Other M. But like, no, seriously, at least just give him just like a little like, I can't tell if like it's like implied that she's replying or not, but I think she's just choosing to not say anything. Which is just weird for the moment, you know? Biolab's communication terminal provides surveillance oversight for the 4 laboratory research room linked to the floor security terminal. The system is currently down.
They're coming for me!
Good.
Going off comm. Meet you upstairs.
Oh no, the sniper guy is dying. I was so attached to him. Oh god. Hey, piss off. You know, I could kill them. I could also just, like, leave, though. What is this? Okay, whatever it is, I can't do anything with it right now. Hey, what's up, buddy? See you later. Hey, nice to see you again. Hey, I gotta go. Nice chatting with you. Uh-oh. Wait, where? Hey. But I think I do actually have to go in that way. Wrong answer, buddy! You do have to go through there! You fucking dumbass! Oh. Okay. I thought this was gonna be Spider Ball again, if I'm being totally honest. Oh. Okay, yeah, there's more fellas. I see them crawling around.
Samus, you made it. Let's take care of this.
Oh, you're in here.
Coming to the back.
No, you seem to have this under control. This is certainly a soundtrack choice right now. Oh, he's dying. Hang on, sir. You sound very pressed about this situation. It's fine. What's up? Only one. Hello? Oh. Alright, the gloop has ended.
Solid work, Samus. Power's back online.
Sure is.
Feels like the heat is too. Might be what's drawing those strange creatures. You'll be able to use that elevator now. It'll give you access to the deepest level. I'll hang back. Try to open the gate from up here.
Okay,
Rest is up
bub.
to you.
Whatever you say. I mean, I'll be the first to tell you, I don't think that this guy is overly impressive, like, for, like, a character being added into the game. I'm not offended by his inclusion, but, like, at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I guess he's there. You know? Yeah, going that way. Where is that even gonna lead? There's a few rooms over this way, actually. None of which I can really access right now, but... Did I ever get the full uncorrupted map? I guess I just did through exploring, right? Currently online. Okay. Oh, hang on. There should be a data thing around here, right? Within the first couple of rooms. Monitors all materials and resources delivered to storage. Alright. Fine. Fuck you. Is it even... Might not even be in this building. It could be... back here. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah. Looking around. Not seeing anything immediately pressing for me and my attention to be drawn to. It's cold. It's a little cold. It's like fine. It's like -40. But I mean, inside it's gotten warm. It's why all the ice is melting. It's like fucking. It's like 70 degrees inside this building now. Got the power back on. You like elevator shots? Don't say hi, Megan. I was gonna go for like 15 more minutes and then come get you, but honestly, I might save at the next save station, which looks like it's probably that right there. Yeah. Oh, there's gonna be a boss up ahead. I can probably do the boss within 15 minutes. What is this? Oh, that's boost ball stuff. I'll save just in case. But yeah, I'm not sure at this point if I will be just playing this on my own or if I'm gonna be streaming the whole thing. This was a very fun stream for me. Like, I really enjoyed this whole segment of the game. So if the game has more segments like this, I would like to do them on stream. But I do have a feeling that if I don't stream this game in full now, I may never. Whereas Bonanza is like, even though I didn't stream that game when I first did my first playthrough, I'm like, yeah, I want to play that on stream. I want to play that game again one day. All of the Metroid Prime games except for Prime 1, which I only make the exception because of Prime 1 Remastered, I've never replayed, and I don't know if I ever will. They're not bad games. I love them, actually. I feel like Prime, for me, is a good, like, one-time experience type game. Which might be part of why I don't mind so much of what this game does that's annoying. Because, like, if you look at the Prime games as something you replay often, then yeah, I could see these things becoming more and more annoying. A 2D Metroid is a franchise I could definitely see on. Are you aware your VTuber is not active? Yeah, I elected to not use it today. I just felt like I wanted to be more immersed in the game. So I elected to not. Dome surveillance system, Terminal B. Operates surveillance and environmental controls with the dome. No hazardous life forms detected. Vault hatch. Materials storage for maintaining the underground dome. Completely frozen, it cannot be moved. I don't mean this as a flex or anything against anyone else who does VTubing, but for me...
I tried to open that gate, but it won't respond. See anything?
For me, I think going forward, I don't want to use it with every stream necessarily. It's not like really distracting or anything, but for me, whenever the VTuber is on, I do have to be like a little bit more animated than I usually am. I mean, I guess I don't have to, but in order for the VTuber to just like feel like it has a purpose. And there are some games where I just kind of want to like blow it up in like with explosive, and there's other games where I want to blow it up in size and just let you know, see more of the game. So make the game window a little bigger. Quarantine chamber for dangerous bioforms. Bioforms considered too difficult to control in a laboratory setting are kept in a special underground containment facility built into a natural cavern. I'm gonna pull these, let me guess. Heavy clamp used to secure the door. In the event the release mechanism becomes non-function, it can be pulled open. That seems like a great security measure. You know, in the event...
Opening now.
In the event that the door's auto security mechanisms can't work, someone can just manually open it by pulling. It's definitely not going to lead to any super creature pulling it. By that I mean, of course, Samus Aran. Controls the quarantine access lift for moving supplies and staff. The lift has been removed, with reinstallation still pending. Dangerous Bioform Research Terminal collects research data on bioforms quarantined inside the dome. The surveillance system terminal also keeps a backup. Railing for guiding a lift. Analysis implies it would move using the grooves along the sides. The railing forms a U-shaped slope. I'm guessing that's the boss. It has to be. Because I'm like right on top of it and it won't let me scan it. Rolling. Fucking. Ugh. You got a Metroid cock? Time for me to shoot you. Kratos! Crustacean morphology, Keratos. A giant cingulata-like organism covered in a hard shell, only lives in extremely frigid areas and is capable of creating ice from air moisture. It possesses sensory organs below the carapace on its head and opens its shell to identify enemies or attack with its mouth. Metroid fusion has altered its body composition, leaving its core completely exposed.
Metroid fusion, Adam. I know that game.
Samus, that's ice. Ice pedestal used by Keratos to assist with spinning. High-speed rotation melts the surface of the block. Of the ice block, creating a thin layer of water between it and Keratos, which prevents friction. Destroying the pedestal will stop the rotation and end its tornadic pull. High-temperature weapons are especially effective against the pedestal. Uh-oh. The tornadic pull! Gotta figure out how to get below it. Nope. Doesn't like that. Ooh! Gotta figure out what to do. I'm trying to... Ball v ball? Maybe. Or maybe this is a situation... Maybe. Nope. Is it doing anything? I can't tell. Okay. Woo! Okay, there we go. Fire is effective here. Fire is actually pretty damn effective. That last boss that I did was like super HP spongy, but if this is anything like that, then yeah, the fire is pretty good here. So just dodge shit, I guess? Oh. Look at that scan there. Ice block formed by Keratos using ambient humidity. Named gust crystals by the Lemorn, they slowly track their target and collapse on target, damaging and freezing the threat. Get fucking wrecked, dude. Do the thing. Doesn't want to do the thing. Oh! Come on, Keratos. Kratos, what are you doing? Do I have to just like keep firing at it and eventually it decides it's time? Oh god. Woo. May or may not have gotten crushed by the fella. It seems like, yeah, after a certain amount of shots, maybe it gets agitated and then wants to do this, which you can then use to fire upon... No? Going for round 2. Get that fuck out of here, bitch. Shoot it in the Metroid cock. I've only got so many more of those heat missiles. Ooh. What are we doing here? Yeah, so I guess we just lay on the heat. Pack the fucking heat, Metroid. And eventually, it'll get agitated. I'm not wasting my heat missiles on this. I only have so many of them. Even though I might need to. No, you don't need to. But you probably should. Oh god. Oh. Okay, got me. Come on. Do the thing. Oh, shit. Oh, fire. Okay. If you a cracked shot, can you hit it while it's in this form? On the little belly? I'm not sure if you can. Well, it would make sense if you could, but... well, let's, regular missile. Woo! Okay. Give me that. And then we're gonna do... Oh, you're doing this again already? No? Oh, you got me. He baited me out. Ouch. Let's just do it this the way I know how to. It's definitely more effective than using regular missiles. Are we doing the spin thing yet? No? Now we are. we go. And see ya, bitch. Time for a nap. Aurora Borealis in my Metroid game. No. Is that boost or spider? Or maybe a morph of both. It's boost. Team Dams. Psychic Boost Ball. In Morph Ball mode, press and hold B or L, then release to form a surge of speed. While boosting on a half-pipe terrain, you can generate momentum to launch higher. It can also be used to power a spinner or for traveling on materialized psychic boost rail. Open the menu with minus and check the inventory for more information. Boost rail! Very fun. See into the mind's eye. Oh! I'm from Albany. Master teleporter key acquired. One of the keys required to activate the master teleporter in Chrono Tower. A total of 5 keys must be collected, indeed. And that is our third one, which would make you think that we're really close to being done with this game, but I think this is maybe around, maybe just under the halfway point, from what I understand on this game. I love me boost ball. Sponge boy me Bob, I love me boost ball.
I'll meet you up top.
Wasn't there there's a thing over here, right? Underground dome lock, disengage, input terminal A. Requires password input to disengage the locking bolt and open the door. Link to terminal B. Both terminals must disengage their locks simultaneously. What do you want about, boy? What is this? Tempered glass of the vault hatch has fractured. A powerful impact will shatter it. Oh, hey. That would have been useful. Yeah, that would have led to like 10% less panicking during that fight. Not that I was panicking that much, but... I'm assuming this is just gonna... What's going on? This is just gonna open the hatch. Open the hatch. I don't have an electrical move yet, so I can't get in there. Okay, well, we'll leave it there. Like I said, I've already got the rest of my streams throughout the month of January decided, and I don't have any more Metroid streams planned yet. But I will spend the amount of time going forward considering whether or not I would like to continue playing this game on stream or playing it on my own. I'm really liking the game. All right, so I understand, you know, this isn't everyone's favorite Metroid game. That's chill. It doesn't need to be. But I also distinctly remember people telling me, you know, Prime 3 was icky, and Prime 2 isn't Prime 1, and Prime 1 is just the you know that meme where it's like the grandma playing with the one kid and the other kid's like suffering, and then there's the one at the bottom of the pool dead. That is the Metroid Prime series. You got Prime 1 is the one that's constantly being loved. Prime 2 is the one that's like, you know, head still above the water. And then Prime 3 is the one at the bottom. And then Prime 4 is the one that was like they've already turned to ash, you know? I don't know. But it is fine. I like this game enough, and I understand a bit more now why people aren't like in love with this compared to other games. But what I will say is today's stream, there was nothing outwardly offensive in the game. So the people who are like, this game was doomed on arrival, like I don't get that. I don't agree with it. Which there was plenty of that I was seeing. So, but all that to say, it is a good game. It's probably like a 7 or an 8 out of 10. And I know some people hear 7 out of 10, and by like, I guess like modern schooling grading systems, a 70% is like a D, which I feel like a 70% should be like a C, but I digress. You know, but that said, yeah, I like the game. I will let you know through the month of February if I'm interested in playing more of this. And if I am like, you know, it's a fun enough game and I really, really want to just play it on my own, then I'll just play it on my own, you know? I think regardless of whether I stream this or I don't, I will see this game through to the end. It's just a matter of, I guess, come the end of this month, what do I want to stream, you know, in the month of February? So it is a C in most schools. At least for my school district, when I was graduating, a 69%, haha funny, was considered an F. They updated the school curriculum like 4 years before I graduated, so like pretty much all throughout high school, for my district anyways, 69% was an F. That was the highest percentile of an F. It used to be 59, and then, yeah, for whatever reason, the school system was like, actually, we realized that our state has some of the lowest success rates or like the lowest education statistics in the country. Let's make it harder for them to pass. I remember that, and I was like, that's a little ass backwards, but okay. Yeah, it's hang on. I don't want to dox the district that I went to, so I won't show this on screen, but I'm curious to see if that is still the curriculum. Hang on. Let me just see. Failing percentile. Grading scale used by all teachers. Okay, no. I think they've since backtracked that because according to this website, it's back down to 59. I swear to you, though, in high school, 69 was considered failing throughout my course of high school. 67 is typically a D plus or D minus in most grading systems. Failing in the 60 to 69% range is not usually a failing grade unless the school sets a higher passing threshold. So, yeah, it seems it used to be that way, and then they changed their mind. I guess. Yeah. But anyways, that's it from me. Thank you, everyone, for watching. That is going to also be all of the streams for the week until later on the weekend, where we will be doing more Deltarune. I decided to move the Hyrule Warriors stream to next week because I'm actually just really, really invested in Deltarune, and I considered streaming it today, but then I was like, you know, I only want to do that if I can do like a really, really long stream, and I didn't quite get up early enough for that, so we're here. But yeah, I'm enjoying this game, so I'll let you know on the Discord if I want to stream more, and if you're watching the VOD later down the road or anything like that, do let me know if you are like, Gabe, just play this one on your own, or Gabe, I really want to see the rest of this. Either or, let me know. Most likely I'll come to that conclusion on my own, but the feedback does help. So, that's it. Have a good night, and I'll see you Saturday, I think, for Deltarune. Bye.